Hello, welcome to Daily Inspirations. I am Michelle Dawn. Today I am decorating my VillabeauTIFFul lined vertical planner, and I will be using Planning Things seasonal fun sticker book and functional boxes, as well as some vellum paper that came in the darkness kit from VillabeauTIFFul September, October last year. But before we get to that, I wanted to show, I did choose my homeschool planner for next year, and this is it. I got two because I have two kids and I have to keep it separate. I tried keeping it together and it didn't work out as well as I wanted it to. So I thought we would do maybe a little flip through. This one I haven't taken the stuff off of yet, but they're exactly the same. It's so pretty. I just think the colors are beautiful. Serene. Kind of, I'm sure you can hear the cat. She is very upset that my husband just went outside without her. You are making a difference every day. Yes, and I did want to also show you some new things I got from Colored Daze and Girl Boss Anna. First I'll do Girl Boss Anna because it's just right here. I got this tape. This feels like Scotch tape, basically. And it's got the days of the week. There are two rolls. One is Monday through Thursday, and the other one is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and to do. So I got those, and I also got this one, which is also like Scotch tape. It's feels, I think, just like the ink tapes. Okay, this one's not perforated though, because it's just like a clear washi, but it's so pretty. It's white on clear, and I plan to use it in my blackout journal from Archer and Olive. So that was my Girl Boss Anna haul, I guess, if you could call that a haul. My order of the week, I don't know. And then I went back to Colored Daze and I did get the rose gold confetti to go with my rose gold days. And then I did get the rose gold hollow and silver hollow days of the week and confetti. They look like all the other ones do, so. And I am going to use the rose gold ones in my spread today, so I'm not going to pull those out right this second. But I did want to show you, so this is the rose gold confetti tape. And then I used it down here as well. And then this is a roll of Days of the Week washi, which I think is just gorgeous and goes with this planner so extremely well. So I'm going to just show you. Oh, this one's Friday. I gotta go in order. I broke my nails, so I'm having a little more trouble keeping my skin off of the adhesive, but I did pretty well. I'm doing pretty well, I guess. Okay, so then we take, this is perforated, the confetti. And I wanted to put that down here. Okay, now we'll go to, oh, there's no Saturday and Sunday on the teacher planner. So I already took off Saturday at a different time. Monday. And then I don't think that's straight at all, but this is not the plan with me, so I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, I need to do the Tuesday label before I do the confetti because I'm not sure how far it goes up. Oops, I just tore Wednesdays. Not being very careful. Which is so very unlike me. Oh, goodness. Okay. Wednesday. This, I'll just do this last one and move on. But I really wanted to see what this was going to look like with these days of the week, because I think they're just gorgeous. And although I did rip that a little bit, I am going to make it work. I just put it, see? I would never even know that was torn. And then I need my confetti. My Tuesday confetti. There we go. And my Thursday confetti. All right. Isn't that cool? This confetti is way too low. Doesn't match the others. But I think that's so pretty. So this washi I ordered in, I believe the color is mauve and rose gold. So it's like a deep mauve color or burgundy on the background letters, and then the fancy script letters are in rose gold foil. Oh, and I did get these amazing circle sticky notes. They are whole circles, but the color is divided in half. Oops. Try that again. See? And I ordered these as well. These are watercolor strokes, I'm sorry. And I got purple and blues. I wanted to try them out. I unfortunately laid this one over top of my receipt or something, and it lifted the print off of the paper. So don't try that at home. Put it in your planner. And then my awesome freebies, which I love so very, very much. Okay, that's it for the haul. And now I'm going to finish the flip through real quick, and we'll go to the plan with me. All of the weekly pages look the same. So we will just do the dividers. Wake up, teach kids, be awesome. That's pretty much how it goes here, especially being at home. You just wake up, teach the kids. Honestly, I don't do a whole lot of teaching. They're very independent learners. What we learn becomes part of who we are. Just smile and remember why you teach. Forget the mistake, remember the lesson. This is a beautiful quote. The influence of a good teacher can never be erased. Work hard, be kind. February, March. That's a cool animal print. Be the reason someone smiles today. More animal print. Embrace your own journey. And life is better when you're teaching. This checklist, and of course the notes page on the back of the last page of the planner, and then the checklists are pretty cool. They're these neutral, like blush and light blue colors, and I really like them. Inside cover and back. That's it. I'm going to use those for homeschool. And now to the plan with me. As I'm getting all of my supplies ready here, I just wanted to mention that I will also be using some small shapes from the Goal Getter kit from VillabeauTIFFul. And the week that we are decorating today is the week of June 13th. I was trying to see how much space that blue box from Planning Things, colorful functional boxes, the boxes book, I was trying to see how much space that was going to take up, and I laid it down and I didn't want to try to take it back up, so I just left it there. Anyway, I also forgot to mention that I am using Moonchild, one of the ink tapes from Moonchild. That's what I just showed you there. If you missed it, it was too fast. I'm using them as underlays technically, because I whited out the days of the week, and I am going to put the Colored Daze rose gold beautiful, I think they're called handwritten days of the week tape on top. And the week of June 13th, of course, includes the 19th, which is Juneteenth. And that is what we're going to talk about today. I am going to read to you today from nationaltoday.com, because this is an important holiday that deserves some attention. So here we go. From nationaltoday.com, Juneteenth, which is June 19th every year, including this year, 2022. The freedom of African Americans from slavery in the U.S. in 1865 is celebrated on the holiday Juneteenth on June 19th. Juneteenth is made up of the words June and 19th, and it is on this day that Major General Gordon Granger arrived in Texas more than 155 years ago to inform slaves that slavery had been abolished. History of Juneteenth. According to the official website of the historical event, Juneteenth is the oldest nationally celebrated commemoration of the ending of slavery in the United States. Other than marking a pivotal date of significance in American history, Juneteenth also serves as an opportunity for African Americans to cherish their culture and heritage. More than 155 years old, Juneteenth celebrates the liberation of African Americans from slavery in the United States. The reason for it being celebrated on June 19th is because on this day in 1865, when Major General Gordon Granger of the Union Army landed in Texas, he brought the news that the Civil War had ended and all slaves were free. The proclamation declaring the abolishment of slavery was issued by President Abraham Lincoln on January 1st, 1863, in the nation's third year of an ongoing Civil War. Known as the Emancipation Proclamation, it declared that all persons held as slaves within any state or designated part of a state shall thenceforward and forever free. Granger's arrival at Texas was to enforce this decree, which had originally gone into effect 2 years earlier. Sorry, the cat is very talkative today. I apologize. Back to the history from nationaltoday.com. The news had come as a shock to more than 250,000 slaves in Texas who were unaware of it. On June 19th, in the city of Galveston, Granger publicly read General Order Number 3, which stated, "The people of Texas are informed that, in accordance with a proclamation from the Executive of the United States, all slaves are free." As to why the news of the abolition of slavery reached Texas so late, there are varying accounts. One story states that the messenger bearing the news was assassinated on his journey. Some historians believe that the report on the Emancipation Proclamation was withheld by slave owners in Texas on purpose so that they could go about their business as usual and keep labor force working. Historians also note that until 1865, Texas remained a Confederate state, so Lincoln's proclamation could not have been enforced until Robert E. Lee surrendered to the Union Army and they took over. Either way, Granger's arrival with the grand news stirred the air with jubilance and massive celebrations across the state. A former slave named Felix Haywood gave his recount of the first celebration in 1865 in the book Lone Star Past's Memory and History in Texas. "We was all walking on golden clouds. Everybody went wild. We was free." Just like that, we was free. Next on nationaltoday.com, we have how to observe Juneteenth. Number 1, fly the Juneteenth flag. Echoing the red, white, and blue of the U.S. flag, the Juneteenth flag signifies that slaves and their descendants are true Americans. A star in the middle represents Texas, with a larger outer star representing new freedom and a new people. Number 2, attend a Juneteenth celebration. Some citizens in the southern states celebrate with readings and oral histories of their ancestors, which is an honorable way to remember a somber period in American history. Celebrations also include cookouts, rodeos, concerts, and parades. Number 3, watch a movie about slavery. Recent titles include 12 Years a Slave, Glory, and Django Unchained. Now we have 5 courageous Americans who fought for equality. Number 1, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Yeah, he's a good one, huh, Kitty? Perhaps the most widely recognizable name associated with the civil rights movement, Dr. King gave us the famous "I Have a Dream" speech in August 1963. His 1968 murder proved that the movement still had a lot of work to do. Number 2 is Rosa Parks. With a simple refusal to surrender her seat on a public bus, Parks made a bold statement for African Americans in the South. Her December 1955 arrest inspired the Montgomery bus boycott. Number 3, Mildred Loving. Loving and her husband Richard were jailed for unlawful cohabitation in Virginia, where interracial marriage was illegal in 1958. Their case reached the Supreme Court in 1967, which ruled unanimously in their favor, which is amazing. I actually got chills about that. I didn't know that story prior to reading this. I love that. I love the love story of the Loving couple. That's their last name. Anyway, Frederick Douglass is number 4. An escaped slave, Douglass became an advocate for the abolition of slavery as well as women's rights. And lastly, Dred Scott is number 5. Enslaved African-American Dred Scott sued for his family's freedom in 1857. The Supreme Court ruled against him, finding that no person of African ancestries could claim U.S. citizenship. And lastly, on nationaltoday.com, we have why Juneteenth is important, as if that wasn't already obvious, but I will still read it. We need to learn from past mistakes. Acknowledging our past helps us to understand what all of us must do as a society to improve. We need to fight for equal access to education for African American students, freedom of speech, and non-discrimination in all areas of life. Number 2 is empathy. Most of us can't imagine a world like this. When Texas finally freed their slaves in 1865, it came 30 months after Lincoln's proclamation. Still, even today, America struggles with racial discrimination. And finally, redemption. Texas was the first state to establish Juneteenth as a state holiday in 1980. Today, it's a partial staffing holiday in Texas. Government offices do not close, but agencies may operate with reduced staff. Now looking back at my spread, I just finished putting the washi words from the VillabeauTIFFul Artisan Kit on my headers there. And I decided to go with circle stickers in the water for my weekly to-dos and create. That's where I usually put those things. And I went with circles because I felt like that was pretty cool, like with the like bubbles in the water. I don't know. And then I went with circles for the task little shapes here too that I'm putting down now. And just in case you were wondering, for the paper that I used, I just measured out 6x3 rectangles, cut them with the paper cutter, and then tore across the top to get the wave look a little bit better there. And then I used a couple of the torn pieces as waves up in the spread there. So that is it, and we'll put it back in now. Why don't you let me know down in the comments how you, or if you intend to celebrate Juneteenth. I wasn't aware of big celebrations in Detroit until the last few years. I'm not sure how it will be down here in El Paso, but we'll see. And my celebrating is by spreading awareness, because I think it's very important. I really do love how this spread turned out. And I really, really loved how the date covers turned out with the Rose Colored Daze and Girl Boss Anna tapes. All done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave it a like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. As always, stay inspired. Bye-bye.